Welcome back, everybody, to this bonus episode of Drunk Bible Study for the end of Nahum, or Nahum, or Nahum.
Nahum.
Yep.
That's good. I like that.
Thank you.
A lot of good options. And of course, it's the end of a book, and so we have a quiz. But I did kind of want to share with you something fun. So we talked a little while ago about how, for those of you who've been listening from the beginning, our favorite translation of the Bible is the Tyndale translation, which is one of the oldest translations of the Bible into English. And it's great, but we haven't had it in a long time. And then we found out that the book of Jonas was like the one other Old Testament book.
Jonas Brothers?
Jonah, sorry, the Jonas Brothers, the book.
Jonas Brothers.
The book of Jonah was like the one other Old Testament book that he did. And he did all of the New Testament. So when we get there, we'll have more Tyndale in our lives. But I did think it could be fun to just hear a little bit of Tyndale because I've missed him so much.
Aww.
Okay, let's do it.
You know, just to kind of get us back into the mood.
Yeah.
So I was going to do kind of the end of chapter 1 to the beginning of chapter 2, which is where he's getting swallowed up by the fish.
Ooh, that's
yummy.
good. That's good.
Yeah. Okay. So, here we go. So this is from Jonah 1, verse 16. And ye men feared the Lord exceedingly. All sacrifice
What?
unto the Lord.
Sacrifice.
And sacrificed sacrifice
Cool.
unto the Lord, and vowed vows. But ye Lord prepared a great fish to swallow up Jonas. And so was Jonas in ye bowels of ye fish 3 days and 3 nights. And then here's Jonah 2. And Jonas prayed unto ye Lord, his God, out of ye bowels of the fish. Also, fish is spelled normally now, whereas before it was F-Y-S-H-E.
Fish. Fish.
And he said, in my tribulation, is what it looks like, in my tribulation. In my tribulation, I called unto the Lord, and he answered me. Out of the belly of hell I cried, and thou heardest my voice. For thou hadst cast me down deeper in the midst of the sea, and the flood compassed me about. I don't even know. Compassed.
I don't know what a composite is. Wow.
And the flood compassed me about, and all thy waves and rules of water wet over me.
That was amazing.
Oh boy.
It's so good. I miss Tyndale so much.
Oh gosh, I don't know why that all gets me so hard.
I'm glad, Dedeker. I'm glad.
I feel so bad though because Tyndale lived a horrible life of being terribly persecuted and just constantly being on the lam from the government and the monarchy, and then was burnt to death.
That's horrifying.
You know, like
I know.
So I feel bad,
horrible.
but that his legacy is to have us 3 chuckleheads reading it aloud and cracking up. But
we're trying to give him, his due.
But you know what? Okay, no, actually his legacy is more that he's enabled us to have this podcast at all because he was, wanted to translate the Bible into the language of the common folk. And so he was one of the first influencers in that regard.
That we are nothing if not common.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are the common folk. If he had not been so brave, maybe we wouldn't be here today. Maybe we'd still be reading it in Latin.
Yeah. Oh, this is true. I also noticed at the bottom of this page on Bible Study Tools where I have Tyndale, there's just this ad that says, "Side sleepers beware."
Oh, I've seen that ad.
And it's a picture of a skeleton lying on its side. I'm like, yikes.
Jeez.
We're going to die.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay. All right. Now let's get to the quiz. You ready? You ready for this?
Yes.
Yeah, no, but yeah.
Okay. Cool. I have no idea what to expect from this.
Okay.
I've got 2 different quizzes. One from proprofs.com and the other from educationquizzes.com. Do you have a preference on which one you might want to...
I feel like we've done a quiz by professional professors before.
We have, yeah.
Yeah, let's do ProProf.
ProProfs?
ProProf.
Okay, now let's try ProProfs here.
Sure.
Let's see here. Okay, this is a 10-question quiz, starting from the beginning. What does the word Nahum mean in Hebrew?
I'm sorry. How am I supposed to know that? John Michael,
Yep.
please help us.
Yeah.
No. It means comforter.
What?
Okay, so our options here, you remember it was a comforter because we were going to buy some linens. Or was that?
It's because...
No, you're right. That was
Wait,
someone else.
I didn't realize. I know they talked about comforters, but I didn't know that that meant Nahum.
Okay, this is a little bit of a cheat answer.
Okay.
Because I looked over Jason's shoulder when he was looking at the Wikipedia page for Nahum before we started recording.
Clever.
And I saw that it said that Nahum means comforter. So don't tell the teacher that I cheated on this one.
Listen, I'm fine with it.
Okay, here's
Go
the
nuts.
choices. It's deliverer. Now that's spelled with an AR at the
Wait,
end.
a deliverer?
Yes. Savior, redemption, or consolation.
That's none of what you just said, Dedeker.
None of those are comforters. Shoot, give
I
those
think
options
consolation
again.
might be the closest to comforter. Deliverer, savior, redemption, or consolation.
Deliverer, savior, redemption, or consolation. I would say consolation. That's like a comforter.
I feel like that's close. Okay, correct. Wow. All right, here we go. Nineveh is the capital city of which empire? Is it Babylon, Jerusalem, Edom, or Assyria?
Assyria.
Assyria. Yeah, we did.
Assyria.
We did look that up. Yes. Okay, great. Correct. Next, who made Nineveh the capital of Assyrian Empire? Was it? Okay, here's the choices. Was it King Assyrian? Was it King Ashurbanipal?
What?
Napoleon Bonaparte?
Was it King Sennacherib? Or King Nebraska?
What?
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Sennacherib?
I think
Wait,
Sennacherib.
is
That's
this
the only name I've heard before. So
Yeah, we've got that name
I'm
drop.
sorry, was this even in this stuff
I don't know, man.
that we read?
This is a real test of our knowledge from everything that we've looked up.
Yeah,
No,
it's got to be Sennacherib, right? Yeah.
That's the only name I
Is it?
remember. It's not King Assyrian. That's not a thing. It's not King Nebraska.
No.
I'm going to go with Sennacherib.
What was the other one?
Ashurbanipal.
Okay.
Ashur Bonaparte.
No.
Sennacherib. Okay. Correct. Okay. Whew. All right, moving on.
Jeez.
Which book, this is nice. Which book comes before the book of Nahum?
Micah.
Correct.
Mike.
Okay. Who was the last great ruler before Assyrian fell? I have some notes for the writer of this quiz.
I don't know if these are very
Assyria?
professional profs.
No.
They're not professional
these are-
profs.
What was the question again? I was so disturbed by
Who
that.
was the ruler before
Who was
Assyria?
who was the last great ruler
Oh.
before Assyrian fell? Whatever that word means.
What are our options?
What does it say? What are the
Okay.
answers?
King Ashurbanipal,
No.
King Samuel, King Sennacherib, or King Nebduka?
Well, I've never heard of Nebduka, and it's certainly not Samuel. So our options are: is it Sennacherib, who we answered before, or is it Ashur Bonaparte again?
What?
I don't like this because this was not at all covered in
This is a
this
terrible
text.
quiz.
Okay, how
No.
about Asher Bonaparte?
Sure, let's
Because
try
John
it.
Michael says yes.
Okay, great. Correct. Okay, Ashurbanipal, that's it.
Thank you, John Michael.
Okay, here's an easy one. How many chapters are in the book of Nahum?
Trace.
Trace, correct.
Trace.
What was the subject? What was the subject of Nahum's prophecies?
Nineveh?
Now, before I read the choices,
Death.
how would you
War.
summarize the subject?
Anger,
Okay.
prostitution,
The subject. Yeah, war,
Mhm.
invasion, retribution,
chariots running by themselves,
Locusts.
locust,
corpses.
lions.
Yeah. Okay.
tigers.
Is it the restoration of Nineveh,
No.
the destruction of Nineveh,
Yes.
the blessing of Nineveh,
No.
or the battle of Nineveh?
Ooh, battle?
Ooh.
I think destruction.
Destruction
Though.
battle.
Here's another
Mhm.
fun piece to this. Again, this is not a real prof. I don't buy it.
No.
Nineveh is spelled differently in the different answers.
Oh, okay. So unprofessional. I am
Super
so sorry. We
unprofessional.
need to take this up with HR.
Dedeker's freaking
Mhm.
out.
We need to take away this prof's tenure.
What, the HR, what, you mean like TA, or is there an HR in school? These are professors. Not really. There's no HR.
Who do we talk to about this? I mean, if this professor doesn't have tenure yet, I guess we could go talk to...
Just like, get him out of there. Get him out of there.
Yeah,
talk to the committee or whatever.
There's HR for universities.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if HR handles spelling errors, but
I'm sorry. There were so many spelling errors in my pop quiz.
It handles unprofessional behavior. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so destruction?
Here's the thing. So the destruction of Nineveh is spelled like we've seen Nineveh, which is with a V-E-H at the end. And all three other answers, it ends with V-A-H at the end. So I'm going to say it's the one that's spelled right. The destruction of Nineveh.
Okay, fingers crossed.
Correct. All right, moving on.
Oh, thank God.
Boy, oh boy, this quiz sucks. Where was the book of Nahum written?
Where?
Was it Jerusalem, Nazareth, Babylon, or Edom?
I don't know. It could be anywhere.
I'm pretty sure this is Jerusalem, and I just remember seeing that in the Wikipedia page. So I'm pretty sure it's Jerusalem.
He's an Elkishite. He's an elk. I don't know where he is writing.
Elkton.
Or frankly, how.
Okay, Jerusalem was correct. I just went for it. Okay. Here we go. Why did God punish the habitant of Israel?
The habitant?
Why did God punish the habitant of Israel? Seriously, Professor, get your shit together.
Habitant.
Was it because Israel were foolish? Was it because Israel destroyed his temple? Was it because Israel worshipped idols? Or because Israel were homosexuals?
Whoa.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm vetoing this quiz.
This is the worst quiz we've ever seen. Jeez. It's got to be idols, right?
It's got to be idols, yes.
That's like the usual thing.
Sure.
Okay, that was correct. Wow. Okay, which year did Nineveh fall into destruction?
I'm sorry, none of this is terrible. About the actual text.
Okay, this is the worst.
17 AD.
17 AD, okay.
Uh-huh.
420.
I'm going to put it in the 500s BC.
Okay, so here's the choices, and this is awful. This is like the worst way you could do this quiz.
Oh no.
610 BC, 611 BC, 612 BC, or 613 BC?
Oh, this prof is just sadistic.
Okay, John Michael said he just had the page open and it's 631. So none of those.
13 then? 613?
I'm going to go with 610. I'm going to go with a nice round number.
I was going to say 613.
Okay, let's do 613.
I would say 613 because it's the closest.
I'm going to give us this point no matter what. They say 612.
What? I'm sorry.
Here's the thing. I just realized that this particular quiz gives me the option to rate each question.
Ooh.
You should rate all of them D.
You should talk to their manager for sure.
Terrible.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to HR. I'm going to submit a complaint here. That was the worst quiz we've ever done. And not like we did great.
We got a 90.
We did great. But this is terrible. This is ridiculous.
Can we have a better quiz?
You want a better quiz?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Let's do it.
I can't guarantee this is better, but here we go.
Okay.
This one's from educationquizzes.com. Okay, here we go. My favorite part about this quiz is the little image that is next to it is a picture of a banana peel on the ground.
Cute.
And underneath it, it says, Nahum says that when Nineveh falls, people will trip over what things which lie in the streets?
Corpses.
That's not part of the quiz. That's a little
preview.
Does
he say anything
That's
about
just
a banana?
That's just a preview, but I love that
we're called bananas.
I love that they put a banana there. Okay, here we go. You ready? Question number 1. Nahum tells the people of Nineveh about God, saying that he is vengeful, angry, and powerful. He also says that God is slow to what?
Anger.
Is it slow to jealousy, slow to forgive, slow to anger, or slow to forget?
Is it not anger?
I think it's anger.
It's got to be anger, even though no one believes that.
No
but
one does,
that seems to be the stock answer that everyone gives.
Anger, I believe.
Okay, here we go. Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2. Nahum tells the Assyrians that there will be no second chance because God will destroy them as if they were dry what?
Stubble.
Emily?
So, is
Yeah.
it Stubbs?
Yeah, Stubbs. So the choices are stubble, tinder, fuel, or flour.
Tinder.
Dry flour.
Stubble.
Stubble. Yep. Okay. Number 3. God tells the king of the Assyrians that he will die and that his royal dynasty will come to an end. God also says that he will destroy what? Is it the king's palaces, the king's temples and gods, the king's armies, or the king's wives and daughters? I think it's his armies.
Yeah.
I don't recall this.
I don't recall it at all. Do you have something that you're hanging your hat on, Jace?
You think it's an army?
Well, just I remember there being just like all the dead bodies and stuff. I'm pretty sure that was the armies. But I don't remember him talking about destroying temples or gods. Maybe palaces, but I don't remember that. And then I think we would have remembered if he talked about his wives and daughters being killed, but instead he just sort of extended this whole rape metaphor to everybody and wasn't specific about the wives and daughters. So that's why I think armies.
All right, let's do it.
I don't know. Oof. No, it says the king's temples and gods.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
No, hey, you didn't get it either. Don't put this on me.
Well, all right.
Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, okay. So here's the verse from the King James Version. It says, out of the house of thy gods will I cut off the graven image and the molten image. So it's like a one-line kind of throwaway thing.
Kind of.
Whatever. Number 4, Nahum describes in detail the day of Nineveh's fall, even going as far as to say what color the army who destroys the city will be wearing.
Red?
It's red, for sure.
Now,
the blood of angry men.
Now, these choices are going to make you mad because they made me mad. Here's your choices.
Burgundy.
Ruby,
Okay.
crimson, vermilion, or scarlet.
What?
It was scarlet. I remember. It was scarlet. I remember.
Okay.
Wow, good job. It was scarlet. I'm like, those are all red, you jerk. Anyway, here we go. You were correct, though. It was scarlet. Good job.
I thought they just said red. Where did they say scarlet?
It was very early on.
Okay.
Number 5. Nahum says that who will be led away as a captive with her handmaidens? Is it Hagar, Hela, Huzab, or Hushim?
I don't remember those names at all.
What?
I don't remember any of this.
People in the chat, we need your help.
Yeah, what is going on?
Was it Hagar the Horrible?
Hagar.
Was it Helga? Was it Helen of Troy?
Yeah, was it Hela? Was it Huzab, Hushim, or Hagar the Horrible?
Well, okay, it's not Hagar because Hagar's already shown up in the Bible. That was Rachel's handmaid.
Yeah.
Or somebody's handmaid. Sarah's handmaid.
Is that not in our translation?
So Rockin' On in the chat is claiming the names were in there. Emily just mispronounced them.
Are you kidding me?
Oh dear.
Some fighting words.
Oh boy.
Wait. I was in the beginning and I don't think I said any names.
We gotta take a guess.
I said Bashan. I said Carmel.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You did say city names. I don't remember
Elks.
any of these names. Okay, let's just take a guess. Let's just pick one. What do you think? Husham, Hutzab, or Hela?
I want to go with Hutzab.
I was going to say Hela. But whatever.
Hutzab was correct.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Well
lucky
done.
break.
Yep. Okay. Number 6. Nahum tells how the city will be looted whilst what parts of the people tremble?
That'd be their knees.
Yeah. So the choices are their knees, their shoulders, their hands, or their heads. Heads, shoulders, knees, and hands. Knees and hands. Yeah. Okay.
I love like their heads trembling.
Okay, their knees. Cool. All right, number 7.
Okay.
Oh, good. Which animal was the symbol of Nineveh, which Nahum
Lion.
speaks of, ironically? It is the Lannisters. Yes, the lions. Our choices were stag, lion, stallion, or wolf.
Boy.
Okay. Nahum says that when Nineveh falls, people will trip over what things that lie in the streets?
No,
Is it banana peels, dead animals, broken idols, dead people, or fallen buildings?
People, right?
Yeah, it's dead people. Okay, great. 2 more questions left. Number 9. Nahum says that the fortress of Assyria will fall like what? Do you remember? Before I tell you the answers.
It's going to fall like a souffle that you take out of the oven too quickly.
Correct. Yeah. No, just kidding. Here's your choices. They're going to fall like a forest to an axe, like stars from the sky, like stones down a well, or like figs from a tree.
Oh, the
figgies.
fig.
Yeah, there it is. Okay.
Straight down the gob.
Into the mouth.
Last question. In his final verse, Nahum tells the Assyrians how people will react to their downfall. What does Nahum say that everyone will do?
I love dying or whatever. I don't know.
Yep. So how will everyone react? They will change their sinful ways. They will drink to celebrate. They will fear God, or they will clap their hands.
That's the one.
Yep. That's the
That's
one.
the one.
Hey, you know what? We got 9 out of 10.
Heck yeah.
Again.
Still good, even for a tricky quiz. I'm proud of us.
Yeah, that was a much better quiz than the previous one.
That was a lot better than the previous
Wow.
one. That's correct.
much better.
Wow. Well, good job, everybody. And next week, we're moving on to Habakkuk.
Habakkuk!
Gosh, jeez.
How many episodes is Habakkuk?
Oh, just one.
Habakkuk. Really? Another one?
Just one.
Of course.
Yep.
Boy, oh boy.
All the rest of the minor prophets are just one episode.
Gosh, breakneck
Wow.
speed.
Wow.
So it's Habakkuk, and then Zephaniah, then Haggai, and then Zechariah.
Wow.
One episode each. Boom, 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 boom.
Amazing. That's fun.
Yep. I love it.
It's very exciting. Alrighty, everyone.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us for 2 quizzes, 1 good, 1 bad. Hopefully next week will be even better with less murder, but it's gone.
One was bad and one was good.
It's true.
E-I-E-I-O.
We'll see y'all next week. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.